Chief Meteorologist Shannon joins us now to answer your viewer questions after a pretty eventful day.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day out there if you enjoy thunder and lightning. Of course, we talk about how these storms are both beneficial. They brought a lot of rain, in some cases well over a ½ inch of rain,
wow.
which in the summer is pretty good by our standards, but loads of lightning. In fact, through the Northwest in the last 2 days, we've had nearly 10,000 lightning strikes.
Oh, wow.
Lots. And unfortunately, that gets our worries up about the fire danger. So we'll see how we do once this all wraps up.
Okay, well, we want to get to those questions because we had quite a few of them tonight. First, David wants to know, are we getting any more thunderstorms soon? And how can you tell if we're about to get one? Was this a surprise?
Yeah, well, let's look at the radar picture first of all. And this will show you the system starting to exit stage left. It's pushing out to sea right on schedule. And just a little tangent, you know, I love tangents about this. Over 3 decades in the business, and the ability of the models to really nail the timing of these disturbances and just exactly what the features look like. It just continues to blow my mind because this was coming in exactly on schedule. It looks just like it was supposed to. You can see it again curling out to sea. So there she goes, pushing on out across the border at this point. And that is the last of that area of low pressure and its impact in terms of the thunderstorms. But to answer that question sent in, this was a view from over the Ship Canal Bridge, right over the middle of downtown Seattle, in the middle of the commute. Was this predicted? Yes, because the models really did see that coming in so clearly. The ingredients you need for a thunderstorm, and this is the Atmos 101 part, Steve, you need the moisture.
Okay.
We get that a lot around here, right? No problem. We get a lot of lift around here. That's another ingredient that is key, and the mountains provide that lift every time any storm comes in. They're lifting the precipitation, and so check 2. We had 2 of the necessary ingredients for big thunderstorms. The part that we're usually missing around here, the instability, and that is just like if you were to look at the column of air from the surface to the upper atmosphere, you need the wind direction to be changing really quickly, and you need it really hot at the surface and cool aloft up above. You need that temperature profile to change really quickly. Aha. That's the part we're usually missing around here. But you know how hot it's been lately, especially in eastern Washington. We've been well into the triple digits. So that was what was able to lay the groundwork for the thunderstorms to really pop. We always have lift. We always have moisture. We have that 9 months of the year. We don't usually have instability. We could see that coming a mile away, and that's why several days in advance we started putting the weather warning label up and saying, you know, it's looking like things are going to be pretty messy around here Thursday. Be aware of that as we get closer.
Okay. Yeah, and you talked about those models too. We knew this was coming.
Yes, we did, and hopefully you heard the message and got it and weren't surprised earlier this morning.
Okay. Crystal wants to know, were these thunderstorms from the monsoons?
A very good question. So we'll discuss that and look at another picture from earlier this morning. This one was courtesy of Jim in the Tri-Cities, which often gets some summer thunderstorms from the monsoons. It takes a lot to yank them all the way over the Cascades. So this was the Tri-Cities the day before. So this was Wednesday over the bridge span there over the Columbia. And yes, these had monsoonal roots. We had that area of low pressure. We looked at that first that was starting to spin back to sea. It was kind of the engine that was starting to circulate and pull and yank all of those thunderstorms around it all the way from the Four Corners region. That's where these storms are usually hanging out most of the summer. If you've been to Arizona, Albuquerque, you know that the monsoons get going in the summer, and that's often where they get most of their rain in the Four Corners. But once in a while, they decide to take a road trip all the way into Washington, and they did that today.
Okay, good to know. Mark wants to know, why do places get the storms and some places don't see anything even though it's forecasted?
Yeah, because everybody was excited, hoping they had a chance. Well, this was another view from earlier this morning, just to talk about that and discuss what happened. This was from the Dash Point dock. And notice most of these pictures that are coming in from the western side of the Cascades were near the water. That was the way these storms were bubbling up and just kind of pushing right over Puget Sound. So a lot of people, it's just the luck of the draw, a lot of people in Issaquah, Eatonville, on up into Juanita, didn't see a lot. They might have heard some of the thunder rumbling all the way in their direction, but most of the cells just happened. It was just the track they took. They tended to bubble up right over the waterfront this morning. That's why Seattle got slammed. We often joke in the weather business, if it didn't happen in Seattle, it didn't happen, because You know, sometimes with snow, people will ride in from Sky Comish or back from Black Diamond and say it's snowing here, and people in Seattle kind of shrug, not happening here. I don't know what you're talking about. Today it happened in the big metro area, so everybody was talking about it. That was the track it happened to take. And just to add to that, if we do get thunderstorms around here, and this was the case today, we get what's called single cell. They're just these high pyramids of cumulonimbus cloud that are really individual. To get supercells around here, the big massive complexes that cover miles and miles in every direction that you see in Texas, your roots. We don't have the dynamics. We don't have enough instability. We don't have the Gulf moisture coming in that really creates those giant thunderstorms. So that is very rarely going to be able to happen around here. But we had the single cell coming through today, and so a few of us had the thunderstorms. Many of you missed out on this lightning show.
Is that where the microclimates come into play?
Yeah, it's our marine climate, the maritime climate. It's just too mild around here to really create the kind of instability over that great area. Like you see, it's just that birthing ground. There's nowhere, by the way, anywhere in the world that has thunderstorms with tornadic activity, like right in the midsection of the United States of America. It happens there more than anywhere else on planet Earth, which is another Ask Shannon. It's pretty fascinating. People come from all over the planet, not just to storm chase here in the United States and go into Oklahoma, Texas, and into Kansas, Dorothy country. They come from all over the globe. It doesn't happen anywhere like it happens in the United States.
Okay, good to know. Don says, we needed the rain. I hope the lightning didn't start any fires. Did it, or more on the way?
Yeah, unfortunately it did. So I'll look again at one more lightning shot, and this was taken again around Seattle because that's where the single cells were tending to fire up. We don't have any pictures, at least I haven't seen any yet, of the lightning over the Cascades or the Olympics, out where there aren't a lot of people. Remember, if it doesn't happen in Seattle, it doesn't happen. Well, it did happen up over the Cascades in the Olympics, and unfortunately, it sounds like we have at least a dozen fires that have been started. One that's notable because it's close to where we do travel is right along the I-90 corridor as you go over Snoqualmie Summit. You see the lakes there on either side of the freeway, and now there is, I believe it's called the Three Queens fire is burning there, and it sounds like that was a lightning strike. So again, back to this big picture, we'll check out the radar one more time. There she goes, just to kind of review. We have that area of low pressure, so that's the circulation you see that's just kind of pulling that moisture around Vancouver Island and bringing it back out to sea, and that was like a giant slingshot. It was able to yank all of that monsoonal moisture from the desert Southwest. We cut it off. So to answer the second part of the question, no more on deck here as we head. There we go. We'll look down. Yep, there's the rest of it. It's hanging out in the desert Southwest where it belongs. We've cut off the connection. Whew. We're done for now. Now we're actually going to head into a different weather-worn territory, by the way, next week. Warming and getting mighty hot around here. Temperatures back into the 80s to about 90 as we head into early next week.
Okay, full forecast coming up at 11 on KOMO News.
And that will be what we talk about,
All right, Shannon, thank you so much.
Of course.